The senator from Arlington, Senator Favola.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise on a point of personal privilege.
Senator has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. I do congratulate the Finance Committee for its hard work on the budget. However, I do feel compelled to once again point out to the body that we took this opportunity to not expand Medicaid. And I understand the senator from Augusta County provided actually quite enlightened leadership on the Merck Commission. But 2 years ago, when this body adopted language that established the Merck Commission, the deal was we were going to move forward with reforms, and then once we adopted reforms, Medicaid expansion would be permitted. That was the deal. And then we had a gubernatorial election. We had a governor who ran on this statewide. And then the next General Assembly session, we put language in prohibiting the governor from moving forward. To me, that sounds like politics. All the good work that the Merck Commission had done, in my mind, was really going out the door. Although we'll get some savings, we're not going to move forward to ensure these 400,000 individuals who don't have the money to go to a doctor when they are sick. They won't receive pap smears. They won't receive screenings for high blood pressure. They won't receive screenings for prostate problems. They simply will not be able to go to a doctor. I know that there may be fear on some people's part because we don't want to move forward. We don't like change. There's a slight uncertainty in this, but not much. But I can assure you the fear that lawmakers might have is nothing in comparison to the fear that these 400,000 individuals have every day because they know they can't go to a doctor when they need one. In fact, there was a study done that said we're losing up to $5 billion annually in lost productivity because of this ill-advised move. And I really don't, we've gone over these facts time and time again, but I'm going to say it once again. The federal government has agreed to cover the entire cost through 2016 of insuring these individuals. And then it would go down to a 90% coverage on the part of the federal government, and Virginia would kick in 10%. That is not a big risk. In fact, in the last budget, we were going to save $225 million by moving forward. I don't understand what the problem is here. And I do have to say, 29 states have agreed to move forward. And these 29 states are not all northeastern states. Some of them are quite red, in fact. Indiana, Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, and now Utah has put in a request for a Medicaid expansion waiver. These states, like Virginia, have a large portion of individuals uninsured, but have decided it is to their advantage to take money from the federal government while it's being offered and to move forward and to insure their residents. And in the meanwhile, we are spending $5 million a day in Virginia tax dollars going to the federal government to insure these individuals in other states. That is just not right. We are not using our heads on this. We talk about wanting to create jobs. Well, if we were receiving $2 billion a year from the federal government, we'd be creating 30,000 jobs. Why aren't we moving forward? We have hospitals that are closing. I worry about communities where they're not going to be able to attract any economic investment. They won't be able to attract any jobs because there won't be a health care facility there. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I think as lawmakers, we actually have an obligation to look at the facts, to put politics aside, to do what's right for the Commonwealth. That's why we were elected. And I don't think we should renege on that. I'm sorry we didn't do the right thing today on Medicaid expansion, but I don't think that this fight is over. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator.